N-mixx debuted in 2022 under JYP Entertainment. Even after a year, they aren't seen as a solid K-pop group of the fourth generation. Let's dissect their journey so far and what the future holds for them. Nmixx debuted as a 7-member group with a really strong lineup. Coming from JYP, which had produced successful female groups like ITZY and Twice, Nmixx definitely had tall shoes to fill. And rightly so, they had a lineup of powerful vocalists and dancers, and people were sure that they were here to succeed. However, their debut left a lot to be desired. Their debut title track O.O is one of the most disliked debuts to date. JYP chose a unique mix pop concept for the group, which included a lot of beat changes within pop music. The concept sounded exciting and was a tested formula with songs like Next Level by aespa. This had set high expectations for their debut, which were not met. O.O was widely criticized for its beat changes and was labeled as annoying and obnoxious on K-pop forums and social media. They were labeled as flops for producing this problematic debut. While the general consensus from netizens was negative, they also developed a loyal fanbase who appreciated their talents and recognized that with the right song, they could excel. While their debut song garnered some support, they were yet to prove themselves as a successful K-pop group. Their subsequent title track Dice and album Intwerf also received lukewarm responses. While their vocal range and stage presence were gaining more recognition, fans were frustrated to see JYP Entertainment waste their talent with chaotic creative decisions. The mix pop concept was a cool idea that didn't translate well. The music production felt lackluster and like a mismatch of different ideas. Thus, their first 2 comebacks weren't well received. Following this, they suddenly changed their concept, retaining the mix idea but channeling it into better songs that felt less jarring. This era felt mediocre to some, as most of the songs seemed to be aimed at a younger audience. It received overall positive reception from their fans but didn't attract many new fans. To me, it's pretty obvious that Nmixx is an experimental concept by JYP. While I can appreciate their attempt at trying something new, it just doesn't seem to be working. K-pop fans, including myself, often have low standards, which is why once they fall in love with a group, they are blinded by their actions. So while Nmixx fans may not see that their music isn't working, they keep streaming it, which results in the company producing similar music. Fans have become completely enamored with their music, which, in my opinion, is a major hindrance to JYP's ability to pivot in a better direction. It was an interesting start, but the K-pop industry isn't that forgiving. Fans can easily shift to another group if the music doesn't improve. There's only so much sympathy support they can get from Nmixx fans hating on JYP, but ultimately, it's the music that will give them longevity. Another significant sign of a group's failure is members leaving the group. Nmixx had its center and main dancer, Genie, depart within a year of debut. Whether it was a difference in creative direction, contract disputes, or personal reasons, it's still unknown. But there's no denying that it was a major loss for Nmixx. They didn't just lose a talented member but also a significant portion of their fanbase. With Genie's solo debut, many of her solo fans have left the fandom as well. In conclusion, it's quite sad to see talented individuals waste their potential due to misdirection by the company. It's possible that something might click with a comeback, and they could become a leading fourth-generation group. But until then, their mix pop concept seems to be a roadblock hindering them from reaching their full potential.